This is the head box, and it's all inside here, and this is the tray. So when the tray goes up, this will literally fold, the curtain will fold into the tray, and then it will sit flush with the head box.
My name's David Cerquella. I'm the Managing Director of Cooper's Fire. Cooper's Fire are the world's leading manufacturer, installer and maintainer of fire and smoke curtains. Fire and smoke curtains were first created by Cooper's Fire back in the 80s, and they allow architects to design open plan while still keep the fire protection in place. We're proud to be a British manufacturer. We're based here in Waterlooville in Hampshire, and we employ 200 people, but we sell all over the world, every continent apart from Antarctica. We sell fire curtains into through a network of distributors. In the UK here, we install and maintain directly ourselves.
We're here at Cooper's Fire. We're about to go in and get a tour of the factory. So should we see how fire curtains are actually made?
So what she's done here, she's sewn her 3 panels together. She's just hemmed one side, so each side of the curtain has a hem. So the hem is an 80mm fold, basically, which is going to be sewn. That hem then forms the edge of the curtain, which is going to run up and down the side in the side guide. What Gary's doing this side, this is a DGI fabric. He's already sewn this. He's running through the sewing machine. The thread that we use has the same fire resistance as the fabric, so it can withstand 1,000 degrees centigrade, all the other stuff that the fire fabric needs to have.
I think the proudest achievement that the company has is being a serial inventor of disruptive technologies in the fire and smoke curtain market. So we have been first to market with the most recent technologies such as concertina curtain, and very specialised fabrics.
I think our proudest achievements probably have been via the ASFP to win the Project of the Year in 2022 and 2023. In 2022, we won Project of the Year at Battersea Power Station, the conversion of Battersea Power Station into shops, retail outlets, offices, and you can imagine there they wanted to keep that wonderful space open, but they needed the fire protection in place. So we designed a series of concertina and normal fire curtains, which some of them were 17-metre split drops, which no one else could do. Our engineering and R&D department here did a fantastic job, for which we won Project of the Year. The second one we're most proud of probably is the following year, in Mecca in Saudi Arabia, on the Sahn floor where they do the Hajj. There are a number of tunnels going down to it, some of them are a kilometre in length, and they wanted to put smoke curtains right the way down these tunnels, which would separate the people and the traffic. Not only was the floor undulating, but it was at an angle as well, so it was a very difficult R&D project, but from 3 months of inquiry, we delivered on site. Again, we won the award for that as well, so we're really proud of that. We wanted to win it the following year as well, but not so much luck.
I'm seeing post-Grenfell a lot more rigour around the certification and the approvals for products, and rightly so. The industry as a whole is becoming a much more highly regulated industry, and the reliance on the certification and the regulation and the stringency of those is increasing significantly.
I think it's improving, the competence within the industry. What the ASFP doing is vital in that, making everyone in the chain understand the importance of it. I think there's still some way to go across the whole board, whether it's manufacturers, installers, end users, architects. But I think everybody understands it needs to improve post-Grenfell, and it is making the right steps. Whether it's happening fast enough is another question.
We make all of our own metalwork in-house, so we buy the sheet metal, we laser it over there on the laser machine. The laser machine has a program which cuts the sheet of metal to size, but it also puts all of the drill holes in, or the alignment holes. We then fold it, and the fold program will fold everything in that we need in the right position, and that will have all these location holes in to put all of our brackets. We can also paint everything. So we've got a paint line over there. Industrial applications tend not to be painted because they tend to be up above ceiling spaces. Domestic applications tend to want them painted because they're going to be a part of their colour scheme in their house.
I think people need to remember that it isn't just fix and forget, especially when it comes to things like fire curtains. You may install it to the right standards, but then you have to service and maintain it and make sure that that product still works the same in 3, 5, 10 years' time. And I'm not sure always that's the case, especially when you get people who rent out properties 5, 6 years' time, don't really understand what was installed inside their property. And I think there's some improvements need to be made in the industry on that. I think in the government's green paper, they talk about the digital library and sharing information, and what that looks like, we don't know yet. But I would hope so, that information is more readily available. I know that was one of the points of BIM was to be able to share more detailed information, so any occupier of the building later on knows the maintenance regimes, what they should be doing. I don't think people know enough about the fire standards engineers to understand what that means. If you took BS8524, for example, it's a tested system. So if you have a maintainer who comes in and takes part of that system and repairs it, and it's not the tested system, you can't guarantee it's going to work in the same way. And I think there's an ignorance out there that needs to be, education's required to improve that knowledge base. Myself and everyone in this business, sometimes we do training and we show videos. There's a video of our product being used in anger, and it makes myself and everyone proud. We actually see what we make, the effort that goes into producing a life-saving product that we know protects people, assets, houses, buildings. It makes you proud. It can't help but make you proud.